City. Today I have Kanyoli, famously known as Amina. Amina, welcome to the program. May you introduce yourself?
Thank you for having me. My name is Kanyoli. I'm with Zimbabwe Rainbow Community, a male sex worker led organization in Zimbabwe.
I'm just curious, or maybe everyone is curious. Why do you call yourself Amina?
I don't know. I'm growing up, people started calling me Amina. Because I used to fight a lot for rights of people before they started getting Z26. So there was a common the woman was called Amina. She used to fight a lot for people. So someone said, you're the spirit of Amina. So people started calling me Amina from there.
Oh, I see. Okay, so can you tell us more about the Zimbabwe Rainbow Community? Plus, I also heard you say that you are a sex worker. A male sex worker. Okay, tell me more about that.
So, Zimbabwe Rainbow Community is a male sex worker led organization. We're all sex workers, male sex workers who came together. Saturday is support group talking about issues of health, safety, and security. So we started doing 7 people. The next meeting we had 30 people. The next meeting we had 60 people. That's when the National AIDS Council approached us saying, why don't we start an organization for your community? That's when the 7 of us who started the organization came together and registered the organization in 2018. Yes.
So I'm just curious, who do you sell your sex to?
It's not necessarily who we sell sex to, but it's who comes to us looking for sex. It's not us who necessarily go to them, sometimes they also come to us.
Okay, so is it men or women?
It depends on the good days, whether men or women. Okay. But not necessarily everyone sells to men and not everyone sells to women. So it's a group of male sex workers. Some sell to women, some sell to men, some sell to both men and women. So we fight and we protect the rights of male sex workers. We are there in all the spaces fighting to be recognized also as workers.
So yeah, I heard you say that you also discuss like about safety and security. So like here in Zimbabwe, how safe are you guys, and how do people contact you, and how do you know that this person who speaks to you is not going to attack you?
So you never know who picked you up, what they're going to do to you, or what are they going to be nice to you, or are they going to... It's the same with the female sex workers. Violence is everywhere. And it's more to us male sex workers because most of us do not report these cases of violence. We are afraid to go to the police and say, I was selling sex, I was violated by a man. The first thing they will look at you, sorry, we are gay, we are selling sex. So this is double stigma, discrimination coming from the people that are supposed to protect us. So most of us, we do not report these cases. We just seek maybe yourself to say, maybe I was raped or I was violated sexually. The first thing that you look for is for yourself maybe to get PrEP or something just to protect myself from contracting any diseases. But reporting cases is still a challenge. Though we had a grant that helped us to address these issues and sensitize law enforcement agencies, it's still a barrier because I sensitize you tomorrow and I go there, you've been transferred somewhere else. So there's still a barrier when it comes to issues of reporting cases. So mostly what you have resorted to is brother-to-brother peer support, whereby if I'm living with someone, I'll tell my friend that I've got with someone. If it's a car with it's number 8 something, or I'm in such location, so that when they look for me, they start to know where to look for me. But it's not every day that I have a brother in every bar or any place that I'm working in. But you always try to communicate where I will be to other people so that they will actually know where I am. But sometimes we don't communicate these things, but we are trying as much as we to even educate the community that we serve to say, if you've gone somewhere with someone, please let someone know where you are so that if something happens to you, you know where to find you.
And how do you get your clients, or how do they reach you? Do you like go on the internet, or do you stand in the street like the other ladies in the red light district?
So I think it's different for male sex workers with female sex workers because mostly they use the internet, referrals from other peers, dating sites. It's mostly social media.
So for you guys?
For male sex workers mostly, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's not easy for a male sex worker to be standing on the street saying maybe it's just saying I'm selling sex. There is competition already with the female sex workers. So there is no way we can ever say a female sex worker is standing here and I'm standing there. Though we are friends with some, but at the end of the day, we are fighting for the same market sometimes. So it's still a challenge. And it's most of the violence sometimes that we receive or we get from people from the community So sometimes it comes from our females, our female sex workers. Let's say that they will know who will be in the bar or in where we're selling, then they will disclose to people. So not everyone is actually accepting and actually is sensitized about the issues of male sex workers. A person can just say it's okay for you to be benching, but to mention now that I'm a sex worker, it becomes a whole different story. Yes.
Oh, I see. So you spoke about PrEP and HIV and STI, actually health services.
Yes.
So how do you access these services, and how do you explain them? Maybe you've got an STI. How do you explain to a nurse or a doctor? Where do you access your services?
I think now things are different from back then when we started the movement, because we used to rely on one organization going there to seek clinical services, and people would pay hundreds of dollars just to get an STI screening. But now, because of the sensitization we have done and the funding that you're receiving, so as HRC, we have funding that is being supported by USAID through SESHA Zimbabwe. So SESHA has got clinics in all the sites in Zimbabwe. So all our members get free services there, and we have made sure that we have sensitized all clinicians on the issues of male sex workers. It is something that is still learning, because SESHA mainly was serving female sex workers. So the issues of male sex workers and the transgender community is still new to some people. Though we're doing all we can to sensitize them with the issues of male sex workers, the questions they should be asking, so that people will feel comfortable answering those questions, that they can get comprehensive male services. We do have other partners that we've been working with, the local Pangaea, Zimbabwe Trust, girls, because we also rely on the counseling in the girls side. Pangaea, maybe someone is staying in the location somewhere there, they can access clinical services, the cancer clinics. So we do have partnerships with other organizations. As it is, we do not have everything yet in place. So other services rely on partners. To say if maybe someone needs counseling, girls has got the perfect counseling services. We refer them to girls. Legal services also rely on girls. So also on the clinical, like I said, we mentioned the SESHA Zimbabwe is also helping us on that. And also providing us with safe spaces where people, our community can just gather, come say, they want to use the internet, they want to take a bath, they just want to socialize, they just want to come and be themselves in the space. So we have the drop-in centers in the major cities of Zimbabwe, where our members can just drop by, be themselves, maybe the applications they want to do, they can use the internet feed, watch the TV, social gatherings.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Well done, guys. So, for these services, like, for example, the legal services, the medical services, how much do you pay to access the services?
So, clinical services are free to everyone.
Really?
They
Here
are
in
free.
Zimbabwe?
Yes, they are free. We have got the funding that supports all that. And like I mentioned, for legal services, we're relying on a partner to say if maybe one of us maybe gets arrested, we're relying on a partner house to say we have a community member who's incarcerated or was arrested during their work in the streets or somewhere else. So we rely on a partner to say this is what has happened. So they provide the legal services to us. Yes, because they have an in-house lawyer. So we have direct contact with them to say this is happening to a community member. Can you please assist us? Yes.
So my final question, I just want to know how does your family handle your profession as a sex worker, and maybe with your organization? Do you have maybe your parents, or are you married? Do you have kids on the side, or?
When we started, we were not as empowered as we are now. So we do everything and anything that we can to hide the work that we do and the organization that we're serving with. But because of the empowerment that we're receiving from different organizations, traveling to different countries, workshops, conferences, getting the empowerment, exposure from other communities. For myself, I believe that when I started working with HRC, I was not yet the person I am today. I found myself being in a marriage with a woman, having children, but that was not me. I was doing it so that I could cover up who I was then. But with time going on, I'm a father, yes. Now my family knows what I do for a living. They know the organization I work with. They even know some of staff I work with, some of my friends. I cannot necessarily say they are yet there where I want them to be comfortable. but they are where I want them to be. They actually know who I am. I'm comfortable around them now to say I don't have the pressures of saying when I bring someone home or what. No, I'm living my life the way I want now. Though sometimes the community doesn't accept who I am, but I believe if my family is a little bit of understanding, I have my friends who are the biggest family that I have, supporting me, being with me every step of the way. Whenever I do something wrong, they are there to remind me. Whenever I'm doing something, maybe in a space where we cannot be who are, say, see, this space, there are so many people, maybe who might be homophobic or people who do not understand who we are. If it's an education that you need to do there with people, you can. But if something that you say, no, this is not yet the time for us and space to do the advocacy work or to speak about our issues, we just safely exit the space and go to where we are accepted. Because not everyone yet who understand the issues of male sex workers. Let's talk about male sex work for someone being gay. And now you're talking about gay men who sell sex. So people tend to confuse the two. They don't understand what's really going on. So whenever we get the chance to sensitize someone, even if it's one person, it's a milestone for us. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So we've come to the end of our interview. Is there a message that you want to leave for our audience?
Yeah. Watch out for us out there. We are also humans. As much as you do not understand us yet, but we're hoping in time you'll be our allies, our partners, our friends, people who fight with us in this moment, to say we exist and be protected by you.
There you are, guys. In case you didn't know, we have male sex workers in Zimbabwe, and you heard it from the horse's mouth. So until next time, bye.
Bye.